That'll make you a good leader if you just listen to them. But in order to be a great leader, you have to get out, get in the trenches, be forged in the fires, make yourself do the things that not everybody else is doing, be on the front lines, and become the leader that I know everyone in this room can be, because I see all of these people up here, and they've all done it, and they're still doing it. They're leading the way. You guys lead the way too. That's how the infantry did it. That's how we do it. That's how everyone needs to do it. So, get in the trenches, throw yourself in the fire, be the leader that you can be.
Tell me what you're thinking when she tells you she's in this crazy rap thing, and she's paying off debt, and come on home.
Basically, she's crazy and we would never pay off debt. It was confusing at first. You paid off my car, I just got it, and yeah, it's insane. I didn't expect it ever.
Awesome. Give us a little bit.
He didn't even ask me a question, he just said to give him something.
That's right.
So my biggest thing about relating the military to our It Works life now is the difference between our time. When we first got married, he left 2 weeks after we were married and for 8 months for training. I saw him once in between then just to go see him graduate. And then he came home for about a year and then he left again. And I was 5 months pregnant when he left, and that was really devastating to me because I knew that he wasn't going to be able to come home. I hoped that they would grant him that, but they didn't. And having to have a baby born and then just being on the computer, telling him what's going on, Skype didn't even work, so I was just kind of typing and holding the baby at the same time. And I'm just trying to tell him, but it wasn't the same. It wasn't the same. And I realized I want It Works. I want It Works. I don't want to have to make him miss another birth. I don't want to make him miss a birthday, an anniversary. But in It Works, we have freedom of time. We get to decide when and where we go. We get to decide how much money we want to make. Because in the military, you don't get to decide anything. You don't get to do anything. You do what you're told, and that's just pretty much it. But here we get to choose our life, and it's just the best part that I enjoy about it. Freedom. We get our family together.
Awesome. So proud of you.
Honestly, it's a bit overwhelming. A year ago, I never thought we were going to be doing this, and I retired out of the military on October 30th of 2013, and my wife let me stay home starting in November. So the military pension is not great at all. So now we're doing It Works. So retirement checks.
So, are you helping around the house? Is he helping around the house? He is. He's actually doing a lot more lately than he was in the beginning. I think it took him some adjusting because he was used to going out and being the breadwinner, and I think that kind of took it. I think he felt like it took a hit to his pride. Right. But he has so much to be proud of. So.
Oh, he absolutely, and I think this is pretty typical when a man comes home and you're the breadwinner, but you're both the breadwinners. She couldn't do it without you. So, what would you say about, I know that every day you're facing that your husband's being employed, and how can you work this business with them still in the military?
Well, when I started the business, he was still military active, actively serving. And actually, during the time that he was deployed, his last deployment, that was when I built my network. I didn't even realize what I was doing, but he was gone, so I took advantage of going to mommy groups and being part of the FRG, the Family Readiness Group, going to church, Bible studies. I literally spent every minute I could with friends or making new friends, so that way I wasn't, crying over where he was going, worrying about him all the time. So that was where I built my network, and that is why when I started this company, it took off so quickly.
Okay, great. Thank you, Liz.
I was active in the Air Force for and between training and deployments, emotions when Shannon said, "You don't have to do that anymore." And thanks to It Works, here we are. That's awesome.
Military does not pay very well, as most of you military out there know. We just made like $100 too much to buy food stamps. And with 3 kids, it was just killing us. And we also moved every 6 months, so the friend network was scattered everywhere. So it's a very lonely thing being a military wife as well. And when It Works came into my life, it just completely changed everything, not just financially, but the friends that we've made that we get to meet in Tampa. And we got to pick our house for the first time. The military always told us where to live, and we got to pick our own house. So it's changed everything.